Here's a short story for all of you awesome people. When I was in junior high, I had this history teacher named Mr. Pratt, and this particular class was extremely boring. I'm sure it had nothing to do with me being an awfully irritating student with possible ADD. But Mr. Pratt and I were like oil and water, like cowboys and Indians, like alcohol and texting. Well, you get the point. One day, my friend Mike decided to make a spitball gun with his straw from the Capri Sun drink that he had. Because we were hardcore, and we all know you ain't hardcore till you drink Capri Sun. Anyways, he loads the magnificent gun with a spitball, and he takes a deep breath, and he launches it at the chalkboard, and pew! It goes flying across the room. It was like a scene from Predator. Pew, pew, pew! Explosions went on in the background. Then out of nowhere, Arnold Schwarzenegger jumps out from under the desk screaming, "Yeah, get to the chopper!" Okay, maybe that part isn't true. So I told my friend, "Oh yeah, look what I can do." Which, by the way, I'm sure when someone says, "Look what I can do," 99.9% of the time, it's something really stupid or disgusting. So I grab a piece of paper and stuff it in my mouth as I tell my friend, "I don't need no goddamn straw. I'm a gangster. I'm a G. I'm a thug." So I pull the paper out of my mouth, revealing the biggest, most epic spitball ever made in the history of human stupidity. I reach back and launch it across the room. At this point, it's like time came to a complete stop, and I realized the sheer idiocy of my behavior would get me into deep shit. But it was way too late. Boom. It hit the chalkboard. It was like a masterpiece. Like the Mona Lisa. It was almost the size of Mr. Pratt's head. The whole class busted out in laughter, but Mr. Pratt wasn't so amused. And with a sturdy voice, he says, "Clean it up and go sit in the back now." The back of the classroom was like this other realm of reality. Like I went through a wormhole in the space-time continuum where Mr. Pratt liked to put all of the troublemakers. Anyways, there was a girl named Isabel who was sat in the back, and everyone thought she was hot. She was like the hot bad girl in the school that didn't follow the rules. Anyways, I was assigned a seat next to her at the back of the classroom, and at this point, I've learned my lesson. I've decided to try to actually do the assignments. Each student was asked to find a partner to work with, so I naturally asked Isabel if she wanted to be my partner. And with a hesitant tone in her voice, she said, "Sure, why not? Whatever." So I put my thinking cap on and I start to read and working on the assignment. So does the rest of the class. So it was this hectic classroom full of kids talking to their partners, exchanging information and whatnot. At this point, I turn and look at Isabel and ask her, "So what do you think about question 4 on the causes of the Civil War?" Like I knew what the hell I was talking about. And she looked like she was about to explode, or like when Bruce Banner is about to turn into the Hulk and is holding back, except that she couldn't hold it back, and all I hear is... At this moment, I remember thinking, yep, she totally farted. So I looked around to see if I was the only one that witnessed this, to see if I was the chosen one that she decided to share this magnificent moment with. She looks at me with a really embarrassed look in her face, or it might have been the expression of complete relief from the enormous gas monster she was holding in. I will never know. But she looks at me and literally just giggles like nothing happened. I remember thinking, okay, you want to play it like nothing happened. That's fine by me. I'm not an asshole. I'm not about to put you on the spot so your hot bad girl reputation is ruined by a fart. So I went along with it and continued working on the assignment as if nothing ever happened. Like when there's a crime scene investigation and the cops just push you along like, "Nothing to see here, folks. Move along. Nothing to see here." But you know that someone might have just been shot. Well, exactly like that, except that no one got shot by a bullet in this situation. So 10 minutes later, I kid you not, she turns to me and she says, "Hey, do you want my pencil?" It was one of those mechanical pencils that came with lead refills that cost as much as the pencil itself, which I found pointless. So I replied, "No thanks." And she says, "Don't tell anyone, okay?" I remember thinking, are you seriously trying to bribe me with a pencil? I'm not sure if I'm more shocked at the fact that you just released the Hulk of all farts, or that my silence is merely worth a pencil. Anyways, I said, nah, I won't tell anyone. I write fart symphonies when I'm at home. They call me the trombone. So who am I to judge? She smiled at me, and now 15 years later, we live happily ever after with 10 kids and 2 lovely dogs. Just kidding. I never saw her after graduation. So Isabel, if you're out there, your secret is out. And I don't know the moral of the story here, but I thought it was worth sharing. If you guys enjoyed this, then leave a comment below telling me I should keep doing these. I'll still do shreds as usual, but if you guys like this, then I can do this on the side. So that's all for this video, and until next time, keep that pretty smile on your faces.